Over the last really 2 decades of writing for publications, I've had a fantastic experience in working with Susan Lewis and Lewis Communications. They understand the business, they understand the technology, and they understand my needs.
It's really refreshing to work with a PR and marketing company that actually understands the industry.
She knows the people, she has the history, she knows how to connect the dots from person to person so we can get a product out there and people are informed about it.
You were there for us in the beginning with Steadicam. You've done some of our best product introductions and best work, and your agency is terrific.
It's been made very easy for me to be able to get the things done that are on my agenda by working with Susan and her colleagues.
You get the sense that she's one of you. You know, that she's not just a person who works in marketing or promotion or whatever, but she's somebody who works in broadcast television. And I guess in a way she really does, because we feel like she's kind of an integral part of what we do. You know, she's often the person that is one of the first ones to tell us about some new piece of technology or something that'll help us do our job better.
They're involved in the business. They're not just a PR agency. They're intimately intertwined with the business.
They're very fussy, which is really good for me because I don't have the time to look over everything. I don't have time to make sure that everything is perfect, and they take the time.
The team at Lewis Communications has always facilitated answering my questions and getting me in touch with the right people very quickly and efficiently. The team is a godsend for an editor on deadline like me.
Lewis Communications staff is extremely positive. They're very upbeat. They're ready to help you with just about anything at the drop of a hat. They always find a way to make things happen.
They are wonderful in dealing with me and getting things to me wherever I might be.
I've been very fortunate to establish this wonderful relationship with Lewis Communications. They've been very supportive of me and other cinematographers. They've introduced me to all kinds of new equipment, have loaned me things, have come to the stage and visited my set a number of times, and it's just a wonderful relationship with these guys.
Lewis Communications has always pointed me in the right direction to look at, test, and review the new gear that's coming out.
Susan brought Vinton to our forefront. Thank God for light panels that Susan hooked us up with.
One of the reasons I've reviewed so many products that that Susan represents is that we've developed this relationship where she knows what I need and is able to get it to me in a timely fashion.
Journalists are eager to publish things that come through Susan because, again, they know that they can trust her as a source.
I've been quoted several hundred times probably over the past few years, and I'm always very careful as to exactly how that quote is used or what the messaging behind it is. They've always tried to make sure that I'm happy with what's going on, that it's accurate.
Sometimes I am a spokesperson for the equipment and for the company, and it's important that I know that I'll be well represented.
There's a blizzard of new products out, you know, and very often they seem very similar to one another. It takes, you know, an expert eye and sensibility to recognize what's unique and special about, you know, a particular product versus a very similar product. Susan helps me with that, and I try to help the readers with that.
They really understand the industry. It's been a real pleasure to work with them, to have them show me some of the new equipment that comes out and be able to explain it very clearly.
It's difficult to understand the eccentricities of a specialized industry, and Lewis Communications is one of the companies that really, really does understand.
Communicating your brand through your new products, through packaging, through your brochures, your website, social media, these are all very important to Lewis Communications, and they're very good at making things consistent and making sure that your message is made very clear in all sorts of different aspects.
She connected us to cameramen, our customers, in a better way than we had been doing on our own.
She knows everybody. Whatever we have going on, she knows somebody involved with it and can just pick up the phone and get us connected.
Every year I have a steadfast policy to avoid taking PR interviews at NAB. The one exception that I make is meeting with Lewis Communications and their various companies. Not only do they represent a lot of the companies that my readership cares about, but they understand my time, and they understand how to move me forward and get the products that I need and find out the information I need without wasting my time.
Susan Lewis is really an essential lifeline for all of us in the industry, directors, cinematographers, camera crews, companies, equipment manufacturers. In fact, a lot of what I write in Film and Digital Times, the material comes from Susan.
A lot of positive energy.
I got to say, thank you, Susan. I appreciate it.
I really don't think we could do it without her.
You know everybody in the business, you know the gear, you know the people, and you know the work.